Hello and welcome. We are at the National Stadium and it is football Wahala. I'm Noise the Voice as usual and I'm here with my main man, Mr. Sunday, also known as Bora.
Yes, thank you very much, the Noisy Voice. As you said, we are the member of the National Stadium. I remember yesterday when we used to come here from the days of the Green Eagles to the Super Eagles, but now I don't know if I should call them Super Pigeon based on their performances, which is why we are here to talk to the fans to discuss about General Roha and the national team. Should it continue or our chance at the Nations Cup? What will be the performance of the Super Eagles?
Yes, get the fans' reaction here at the National Stadium. I'm Noise the Voice welcoming you to another episode of Football Wahala. Stick around. The Nigerian manager, Gunnar Raw, and we don't know what you feel. Like, do you feel he's good enough to keep to take Nigeria far? Should he be let go? Or what are the chances of Nigeria, the Nigerian national team with Gunnar Raw in charge?
Sorry to say, ever since its advent in Nigerian football, it was one of the biggest mistakes we've done engaging Gunnar Raw.
Really?
Yeah. I stand to be corrected because the national team of any country is a reflection of the league. You can quote me again any day, anywhere. Look at the Spanish national team, look at the Three Lions, look at the German national team. They are both reflection of their league, domestic league. They don't joke with it. That's why you see Lampard was pushing all the boys into Chelsea squad, all the English players, because he wants when the national team comes into play, they will do well. They will uphold the national flag. But the Raw is in Nigeria for 5 solid years and could not produce 2 players from the Nigerian local league. 1980 we won the Nations Cup with local bunch of players. 94 Clemens Westhoff, a German tactician, did the same thing with 80% of local product. Keshi of blessed memory came back again in just of recent and used 75-80% again and won. And you are telling me you don't see anything good in Nigerian league and you're telling me he's the best coach for Nigeria. And a coach that has worked in a place for 5 years and could not tell you where he will take the team to, you say he's a coach. He said he doesn't know how far he's going to, that the Eagles cannot go beyond, cannot hold it, that the Eagles cannot get to the quarter final level. And you've been there for 5 years. Then what have you been doing with 5 years?
Yeah.
Looking at the skies or what? No, tell me. You bring half-baked English players to Nigeria, half-breed, force them to change allegiance to Nigeria. So you mean you go to Enyimba, you cannot see any good center forward? You go to Rivers United, you can't see any center forward? You go to Plateau United and you can't see any good player? Awoni was brought in and I know what Awoni knew the few minutes he had to play, only for you to drop him and brought Igalo. That's another case, that's another issue. At this level now, we should have allowed, you should have been looking for young brats who can come in to add, strength to the team. If you watch Igalo that day, he was isolated. We're looking for a win here on home soil. He has had 2 home games back to back. You lost 1 and you drew 1. And the coach is as good as his last result. What are you telling me?
So you're saying that there's no hope for Nigeria moving forward?
With him, I can't put my bet, not even for a couple. Quote me any day, anywhere.
So you're saying Nigeria should just give up or probably win the national, the Nations Cup, or even going far in the World Cup?
Listen. If Raw can work in Nigeria for 5 years and cannot point to 2 homegrown Nigerian footballers from the domestic league, then it's not good for Nigerian national team. Because the league is a reflection of your national team anywhere, any day. You can't tell me you go and bring people 5 players from Watford and is that what is Watford in the EPL? Where is Watford in the EPL? No, tell me that. And we have Enyimba who has been going to CAF Champions League back to back, and here the competition is for African teams. And you are telling me you cannot play Cape Verde, you cannot play Central African Republic. No, go and look at these countries in CAF Champions League, then come back and tell me I'm wrong.
Even in the African,
let me correct you. Hello, let me correct you. Hello.
Confederations Cup, we are not be doing well.
Let me finish. You don't expect any Nigerian club to do well when our calendar is not static. Hold The LMC who governs, who regulates football at the Premiership level has an OPIC tax to stage manage our calendar system. We can't be going into CAF Champions League when other teams are in the middle of their league table. Not Africans. Their calendar is synonymous with what you have in Europe. So they will do better than you. You are going to recruit about 8 new players into a team. There must be time for bonding. And you now bring them and okay, most times look at Rivers United, look at Enyimba, they start the Champions League, our league have not started. And you're expecting them to give you results. Oh no, what are you telling me?
Just said now. It is not Genetra in charge of that position. No. It's not Genetra that if Genetra, listen, Mr. John, I've listened to your analysis. Let me buttress the point here. If Genetra said this to us as Nigerians that look, I have not seen a quality player that can match up to the national team in our local league. It's now left for we Nigerians, the NFF, to now look into it. Okay, definitely he's going to give them the reasons why he made that statement, and then the reason is known to our NFF. Now let them now go into the league and do the proper things to be done, so that Genetra will now start believing in our local players. After Wester off 5 years, this is another man that has given us another 5 years, and he has been out of controversy. He has been helping us to qualify without saying, oh, you know, that in those days our qualification used to based on when this win this, then before we can qualify. But Genetra has been making us to qualify, and he has only gone to 2 tournaments, which is the 2019 Nations Cup and 2018 World Cup.
So Mr. Joe, I want to get this point from you now. Are you saying now the issue with Genetra is that he's not picking homegrown talents?
He has to.
What about technically on the pitch? Is he okay with that?
He's not even okay. Against Central African Republic, 5 minutes into the game, I know Eagles have an uphill tax because the midfield. Okay, you don't have a table, you don't have what do you call it, Ndidi, and the people took over the midfield. We're not playing ball from the sides. Eagles have a playing pattern, has a philosophy of play, and this is one responsibility the NFF must look into. Any coach that must come in must be able to work with your philosophy. That was why in the early days we were using the German and the Netherlands coaches. They had those kind of philosophy. Our football was being, patterned symmetrically after the German and the Netherlands national team. There's not too much contrast between those two. So you don't bring somebody else again and now say you just be looking, telling them drop the ball. Where are we going to drop the ball? Then what has Okocha and Kanu done? How do you think Rashid Yakini was scoring his goals then? It was not from the box. It was the distance away from the box. With inspiration shot. It's the midfield thing. The likes of Finidi, Mutu Adepoju, Okocha, Kanu, Amokachi, we're all midfield ball jugglers. So this is his own task for 5 years to go back to the grassroots and look for players who can fit into that system.
All right.
It's not about the calendar. You shouldn't talk coming into the calendar. The calendar is for the clubs. It's the challenge for the continental teams. Must there be in continental teams? Must there be MFM? No. You look at the whole MFM. Ode was
Mr. John, we're going to invite you. You're going to come on one of our episodes, and we're going to discuss this extensively. But right now, we really appreciate you and your inputs and everything. We really appreciate it. Thanks.
When I'm alive.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for everything. Now, yeah, I see some other time. Thank you very much.
I think those at the top, they are controlling him because he's a little bit sentimental. I used to like him until when he invited Musa to camp. Before he invited Musa was not playing anything. Musa didn't have a club. Musa didn't have a club. So why would you invite such a guy? Even if he's the captain, the guy is not in form. Even Musa said it himself. He said he was surprised when he was called upon. So I think there's something happening in that carcass. Like, I forgot one player. I said they told him he had to pay before he come to camp. That's crazy. So no coach takes a team far that way. But in qualifying for Nations Cup, I think it's easier. We'll do that.
So you feel the problem with Nigeria is not technical. It's not So technically, he's okay.
Yeah.
It's just that probably he's been
Yes, he's been.
You know,
What's that word? Now, he's been.
strong armed into pushing some
Yes, yes. He's not the one in charge of the team. There are those who tells him this is what you do, this is what you do, and that kills football. So they need to give him an open hand. Okay, do what you want to do. You understand? Be free. Call the players you feel are capable of taking the national team to the next level. Not telling him, okay, don't call this player, don't call this player. That's crazy. And most of those guys that even say these things, they don't even know anything about football. Funny enough, and that was what killed Barcelona. Those at the top didn't know anything about football, or they don't know anything about football, and that's why we are where we are today. I feel like crying, but like I don't want to cry. Barcelona, we will come back.
That's why we are where we are today.
The case of Super Eagles coach is, for me, it's something similar to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Manchester United. I see it that there is immense quality in these both teams. Super Eagles, there's a lot of good qualities, and then if that quality will make any good effect for the nation, they need a tactical coach who could be able to bring out the best of the players. Not that Solskjaer or this particular Gonero is not good, but their abilities are not the same. The crops of players we have, their kind of potentials are not the same with his own way of seeing the game. It's very modern, the game right now. So I think we need a more brighter and modern coach who understands the updates of the game. Yes, we need a different coach, definitely, for Super Eagles.
The Super Eagles going far.
We can't go anywhere. We won't go much. The quality will help us do well, but we won't win what Nigeria wants.
Gonero and the Super Eagles, because I remember after Westerhoff, we never have a long-lasting coach like Gonero. Westerhoff 1989 to 1994, and now Gonero since 2016 till date. So what can you talk about Gonero and Super Eagles?
Actually, being a Nigerian, since the conception of this new generation player, I lack that interest of following this team. It's not a team you stand to bet for. It's not a team now you enjoy the play.
Is it the problem of the players or the coach?
I think it's the coach, because watching from the last match they played against the one they played in Nigeria here, that's against which team? Cape Verde. No, it wasn't Cape Verde. Yeah, Cape Verde, the one who played 1-1.
Of course.
We are not seeing any team play. Our number 3 will look ball from there looking for 9. When the ball returns to 5, you see there's no that coordination, that tiki-taka football. We are not seeing it anymore. They are not even confident to themselves to at least pass the ball within themselves for 30 seconds or 10 touches.
What you are saying now, concern what you are just saying now, are you telling us that our chance at the Nations Cup is not bright enough?
We believe that we have this syndrome that has been working for us in Nigeria, which is luck. That whenever we get to that stage, we always pray for luck to be on our side. Just like qualifying to World Cup now that is coming forth, and maybe by March next year. Imagine if Nigeria is placed with Egypt. Can you stand to say we will conquer? But that day we also bet, let the luck, let the God of football be on our side. With what we are seeing with this coach, with his tactical game, all he can give, my dear, I don't see us going there. But with luck, we can go there.